Alright guys, what's going on? Good to be here. Good to see you guys again. The world is a crazy place. I'm trying to fix this camera here, man. Whoa, we don't want to go closer to me. I'm ugly. Alright, before we get started, guys, I gotta show you the game thing, because they're a sponsor. So give me a break, okay? And yes, my friend is the guy who actually made this shit. And he didn't make it. He's not a supplement guy, bro. He's out of shape. He did it because him and his brother, they got a lot of schedule. And they did it for a good price, okay? And they did it because they themselves want to get, you know, one's old, one's older than me. He's in his 60s. The other one's 60. So what I'm saying is, they made this stuff because they want to increase the brain. Basically, they want to feed the brain. This is a nootropic. And this motherfucker, don't take my word, go to, what the hell's the name of it? GameFaceSupplements.com. Google it and go look on the ingredients and read each ingredient. This shit's so strong I can't even sell it on Amazon. Okay? Because of the Visopin or whatever the fuck is on there. It's got, it's fucking, give it to, you got somebody in your family with Alzheimer's, give this shit to them. Double a fucking, give them two and two, like that. I can only take one. Listen to me, god damn it. Hold on, guys. You guys have written to me and said to me, this is not, like, I guess you thought you want to fly. It's not a fucking, it's not an energy supplement. It feeds the brain. It helps your neurotransmitters in the brain. It rebuilds neurotransmitters. It makes your brain, it's a brain builder. It's a smart drug. It's not going to give you energy. It's not going to make like Adderall, will make you focus and everything, but it also makes you lit like this. It's not going to do that. There's a little bit of caffeine in here from the coffee bean extract, but you guys can't take this shit thinking you're going to fly. Okay, that's not going to happen. If you want to, you can mix it with your pre-workout, and you can take it for working out. But this is going to make you think. It's a focus thing, All right, so there you go. I did the promo for it. There you go, right there. Okay, there's your Game Face promo. Let's get busy.
Why go with sugar-filled pre-workouts? Get your Game Face on and experience true focus all day, every day. This isn't your usual performance pill. These nootropic capsules help you play harder, train better, and focus more. Working out at the gym? Boom. Game Face has you covered. Trying to carry your friends in game? You'll do a lot more than carry. With Game Face, you'll make the enemy rage quit. Need to finish that essay that's due in an hour? You'll wish you found Game Face sooner. A 14-hour car ride with the kids? Don't worry. Game Face will keep you alert the entire time. Try Game Face today and experience a whole new meaning of focus.
The world is a crazy place right now. We got all kinds of shit happening. Defiance. Just yesterday when I'm filming this. Well, actually, it's today. It's night, but it's when Attila's Gym in Jersey just defied the governor of New Jersey and opened up. And man, I'll tell you, you blue states, any of you people that vote Democrat and you like this shit that's going on, to keep voting Democrat. Stay blue. But if you don't like this shit and you're sick of this shit, don't be blaming fucking Donald Trump. Don't do it. It's not him, baby. The red states are opening up and they're already thriving. Things are starting to go good. Not the blue states, bro. Gotta flip them blue states red. You fucking people, man. I live in New York. It's fucking, everybody here, they're fucking nuts. I mean, there's a lot of, red fucking... Dude, listen to me. I'm a carnivore, bro. I'm a meat eater, I'm at the top of the food chain when it comes to that. I'm a fucking predator. And there's a lot of people like that. Good, solid fucking red meat eating motherfuckers who fucking, who love this country and want shit to happen. But man, I'll tell you, in New York, you got a governor who's a fucking Momo. His father was a Momo. He stopped voting for Cuomo to Momo, okay? You got Murphy in Jersey. You people out there that don't know, okay? Jersey and New York are brother and sister. They're the same. It's not, you don't understand that. they're interchangeable. Hudson River splits the two apart. And my friend Bob Bonham lived in what part of Jersey is that? That's shit where WORTV is over there. Anyway, Secaucus, and he actually made it from through the Lincoln Tunnel into Secaucus, from Midtown Manhattan into Secaucus, New Jersey, in 9 minutes time. It would take you longer to go from drive to length to Manhattan. Could take you a fucking hour. It took him from Midtown Manhattan. It took him 9 minutes. Okay, he sped. He was, he drove fast through the tunnel, but 9 minutes to get to Secaucus. That's what Jersey and New York. We're brother and sister, bro. So when we saw I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that owns the Tillis Gym. God bless you. We saw him opening up. And I know some of you guys are probably saying, well, Valentino, you're the guy that stood on RX Muscle and you said that, it's not good for gyms. Listen, and I stand by that, okay? Gyms are a dirty fucking place. People sweat. You walk in, you smell their salami breath in the air. You go in the fucking bathroom stalls and, there's piss on the seat and shit, whatever. Okay? Gyms are a dirty place. People sweat. Some guys sweat more than others. The gym could be cold. And there's one guy that, works out of my gym. It fucking drips off his nose, the sweat. Okay? He's coughing, sneezing, shit in the gym. As you can tell, my voice is not right. Okay? But still, you have to be careful. I didn't say I don't want gyms to open up. I say it's funny how that's in phase 1, but churches are in phase 3. And I know some of you guys don't believe in God, so you don't give a shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm all for gyms, though. I'm not for gyms staying closed. But I want to see them open responsibly. And I want you to be safe and train smart. Now, I don't know. This is just a rumor that I heard from somebody. I don't know if it's true. But I heard here in New York, they were going to force you to wear a mask and gloves in the gym. Bro, I gotta tell you, I can't wait no fucking... I have trouble breathing already wearing a mask when I'm in a goddamn grocery store. Okay? And to wear gloves when you're training, not workout gloves, but rubber gloves. I don't think that's true. I don't think. But with Governor Cuomo, the fucking Momo, the fucko, with him as your fucking governor, you never know, bro. You never know. Okay? So, I'm telling you guys, before I get into this, I'm going to get a spin here in a minute. Forgive the way I'm talking. My voice is fucked, okay? I'm still healing. The throat is not the greatest. But the way, shit's fucking crazy right now. I just want to see you guys safe. So if you do go to the gym, and this is what I was trying to explain on RX, me and John Romano, Palumbo agree with me. Of course, John didn't agree with me. Okay, you can't take this virus lightly. It's not a joke, and it's not a hoax. Okay, it does exist. To the extent that it exists is a different story. That's a different story. Okay, and the shit we've been fed, I'm going to get into in a minute, is a different story. Okay, that's a totally different story. But I could tell you, my friend, one of my best friends, Jimmy Gasparino, who was my training partner, his brother's Charlie Gasparino, who you see me with on Fox News and stuff, okay? You can Google him, Charles Gasparino, okay? His brother is one of the top doctors, bro. He caught the fucking coronavirus. And that's a badass motherfucker. And you guys, bro, he fights MMA. He'll knock your fucking teeth down your throat. You have no idea, bro. I'm just telling you, he's a bad dude. And he was my training partner in my prime. He's a brother to me. His brother's a brother to me. You get, again. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of the inside scoop. And he even tells me there's doctors that don't want to go in the room in Corona. That will stand outside. And he's like, fuck it, push him aside, fuck it. Because he runs the hospital. He's the boss, okay, of the whole hospital. So he's the man. But there are doctors and nurses who don't want to fucking touch the people. So all this like, you're a hero, not all, bro, not all, okay? The real heroes are the guys in the fucking goddamn, those are the doctors that do work on people and nurses that do go on and get their hands dirty. They're the heroes. And let me tell you something. The guys on the front line in the food stores and shit like that, man, they got to deal with shit. I'm going to get into that in a minute, all right? But what I'm trying to tell you is just, you got to be safe. You can't take this lightly. That's like a dude. Let me tell you a story. When I was in high school, we had this big fucking football player who was jacked, right? He was a linebacker. And, you know, he used to be a little bit of a bully. And I remember him picking on this kid who had a locker near my locker. And the kid was in the band. And he was like one of those guys, you know, kind of push his hair to the side, like, hi, you know. And he would play, you know, and a fucking, you know, the trumpet and shit. Anyway. So, but, you know, he was like a fucking Pee Wee Herman. I knew you guys like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't even do it. My voice is shot. See that? Can't even do the. Usually I could do the voice. Can't even do the voice. Anyway, so this kid was like a Pee Wee Herman. He's a nerd. He's skinny. Nothing. And this big football player used to go up and smack him in the head. You know, get out of here. You know, get away from my locker. Because his girlfriend had a locker right next to the kid, right? So you know, he would smack him around and shit. And you know, I always used to tell it. This kid's name was Steve, the football player. I used to tell Steve, bro, you really shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? You never know. This kid's going to hit you with that trumpet or fucking do something. And he's like, dude, he's a fucking pussy. You know? And one day he smacked the kid in the face and the kid just went like this and hit him and knocked him out. Knocked him out. First time I ever saw anybody get knocked out. We were in high school. I mean, I seen fights and shit, but I never saw anybody knocked out. He was out cold like this. On the ground, out cold. The football player. By what he called the band fag. The relaxed guys. And the word fag, we used to use that. That was an expression. Doesn't mean gay. It's not anti-gay. Simmer down. Relax. Hold on. Got gay in the family. Got transgender in the family. Cousin died of AIDS. Simmer down. Okay? Relax with that shit. You gotta watch everything you say today. You know? We get banned off YouTube. Whatever. You know, freedom of speech. My ass. But anyway. Now, what is that story I just told you? What's the moral to that story? Don't underestimate anything. Don't underestimate anybody or anything. Don't think, listen, I love John Romano, but don't think it's John, it's a hoax, it's this, it's not, bro. If you go to the gym, okay, and you go and you don't give a shit, and you think, fuck this shit, and you start touching shit, and you rub your nose and shit, and there is coronavirus in there, and yes, it does exist, and no, it's not the fucking flu. You're going to get fucked. I'm just telling you. You may not die, but you're going to get sick. And nobody likes to be sick. So how about you just listen to me and be safe. Go to the gym. Even if you have to bring a little towel, make sure there's spray. At my gym, there's spray. There's everything, bro. You know, my friend knows it. He doesn't take any, you know, he doesn't take any fucking bullshit. Trust me. You know. He'll fucking throw you at a gym. He don't give a shit. You know, if you like Bob Bonham was like that, dude. You never even saw a dumbbell laying out on the ground with Bob Bonham's gym. He'd freak. But anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is that you have to be careful. Okay, that's all I'm asking you guys. It's not going to kill you to take precautions. You know, the whole wearing a fucking mask and a rubber glove thing is a little bit of a stretch. I would find it a little bit hard to train like that. But, whatever. At least spray the equipment down. Keep your hands constantly clean. Don't go like this after touching dumbbells or barbell or getting on a bench or somebody else was on. Don't rub your nose or any of that shit without washing your hands or spray the bench first. Things like that. Little things like that, okay? That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to help you. Don't fucking underestimate. Don't be like that football player, Steve, who went up. I'm not going to say the other kid's name because people I went to school with, if there's anybody who they're going to put together and they'll be like, yeah, he's talking about this one. Anyway, kid's name was Kevin. But, so anyway, the band kid, you don't want any of that shit. You don't want that. Don't underestimate. I never underestimate anybody, bro. I'll give you another story really fast, okay? Back in the 80s, I was with my ex-wife. We used to go to this club, right, every once in a while called The Vault. It was a fucking, I mean, it's an S&M club. It was fucking crazy. It was off 14th Street, right where the triangle is, like on 11th Avenue, 10th Avenue, over there. All right? Everybody knew The Vault. You know, I used to take my ex-wife there. We, you know, we didn't do anything crazy, but we used to watch crazy shit. And it was during the time of the Feast of San Gennaro. And he had a bunch of Italian kids who came down from Brooklyn. And they were all big guys, all worked out, and they were wearing Gold's Gym shirts, as a matter of fact. So I, you know, was already, you know, in the business, in the industry, pretty big and everything. And I started talking to them, and I could tell they were really drunk and really fucked up and acting like assholes. So I said to my ex-wife, you know what? Let's go over here. Let's not bother with them, because I don't know, something's not right. And it was this waiter that used to work there. He was like a bar back. He would go pick up glad, pick up this, pick up that, you know, pick up, you know, sweep up and shit. And he was like tall and skinny. He was probably about 6'2", 6'3", but he looked even taller because he was real skinny. I mean, a beanpole. You know what I mean? He made Pee Wee Herman look jacked. Dude. Yes, that Pee Wee Herman. He made him look jacked. Okay. Anyway, so we used to call this guy Tinkerbell because he was gay. He was obviously very gay. He even had long hair like Jesus, you know, down here, a little goatee, and he was very feminine. He'd sashay and Shantae, and he'd walk around. So anyway, later on in the night, we notice there's some commotion going on. I go over there, and I see that one of the big guys from Brooklyn, bodybuilder guy, you know, with the shirt on, throws a punch and misses Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell roundhouse kicks him in the head and knocks him out. Got 3 or 4 friends with it. They'll come in, and Tinkerbell's like bap bap, like something you see in a movie. It doesn't look real. Throw a kick to this guy in the head, smack to that guy in the head, another kick to this guy in the head. By the time he was done, he had like 3, 4, 5 guys laying down, all done. You know. So, who would have thought that Tinkerbell, who used to wear these little pink hot pants, and he'd be sashaying like a girl and snapping his hair and shit like that to the music, and who would have thought that that fucking guy was going to kick these Guido fucking Brooklyn bodybuilder guys? Okay, who would have thought that he was going to be like that? Never underestimate a situation and never underestimate any person. It doesn't matter. I've seen a video on the internet, okay, of a girl who was maybe 5'2", 5'3", skinny, average, really good-looking, pretty fucking girl, dressed for a club, arguing with some big guy outside of a parking lot, okay, and he was a big guy. Look, he's like 6'3", 6'4". I mean, he towered over her, and he went to grab at her, and she jumped up and hit him with a roundhouse kick and knocked him out. You never fucking know. Never underestimate a person and never underestimate a situation. And to apply that with what's going on now, okay? Just like I told you about the kid I grew up with, the football player, and you know, the band kid. Never underestimate a situation or a person, because you never know. And you apply that to today, okay? What's going on with today? Don't take this COVID virus like it's nothing. Don't be a fool like that, okay? But also, don't listen to everybody saying shit. Do your own shit in your own head, but always be aware. Always be ready. Always be on your guard, okay? So if you go back to the gym, don't just say, it's fucking, now I can go back to the gym, I can do whatever. Touch shit, wipe your nose, spot guys, have guys blow breath up in your face and shit, or have sweat drops and lay on a fucking sweaty bench because some fucking lazy sod didn't fucking wipe it off. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Be smart. Never underestimate a situation or person. Alright, enough of that. And what I was just saying about the guys on the front line. Alright, my friend's a doctor. He's telling me stuff, bro, that was like, you know, it's serious out there, bro. It's serious. And he tells me, dude, this shit's real. You know, he had it himself. But at the same time, there's a lot of bullshit out there. Okay? And a lot of the shit you see on the news is, you know, they tell you to say, and he won't say it. You know, he's not like that. But the other thing is, I was at the grocery store, and my friend works there, and he was telling me, bro, you're not going to believe this, okay? He said, you know, and he's the manager. So he's there's 2 managers. I'm friends with both of the bodybuilders and stuff. And, man, he was telling me a story, like, you know, that this guy came in, a black dude, and he came in and he didn't have a mask on. And he said to the guy, yo, you gotta put a mask on. Yeah, put it on, yeah. And the guy walks away. 5 minutes later, sees the guy still in the store without the mask. It says on the front of the store, you gotta wear a mask. Everybody else is wearing a mask. Tells the guy again, you gotta put a mask on. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Comes back later, right? And the guy still don't have a mask on. And he says to the guy, dude, I told you, this is the third time I'm gonna tell you. You gotta put your mask on. We gotta leave. And the guy goes, my nigga, I told you, what are you telling me? You know, and there's a black dude, right, saying that shit. And he goes, look, don't use that word here. As a matter of fact, you're gonna have to leave. So he takes a ball out of his pocket, the black dude, and he takes a ball, he's squeezing out of his pocket and throws it and hits him in the face with it. Hits the manager in the face with the ball. Cops come, they take the guy out. Guy's outside. And the guy's like, motherfucker, I'm coming back with my boys. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna kill you. Your family, you're gonna be crying because you're dead and this shit and all that shit. And he tells the cops, bro, so now the manager's telling the cops, dude, you hit his shit? And they're a bunch of like white state troopers, like, hey, I'm a state trooper in New York, and nothing against them, but come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they let this guy say this shit. And they told my friend, dude, unless you have it on videotape, even though we heard it, it's our word against his. It's not gonna fly. Goes back in the store, same day, 4 black chicks are in there, same shit. They go, oh, this is racism. It's got nothing to do with racism. The cashier's a black, one of the managers is black. Got nothing to do with that, bro. You're not wearing masks. You gotta wear a mask. Sure enough, they start up that shit, racism, and they start fucking throwing shit around. My friend tells the manager tells the cashiers, that's it. Shut the registers down. Now nobody can pay until you get out of here now. Now there's no transaction done. You know what I mean? The registers are closed. So all your wagons full of shit you can't buy. Because you come in here, you start that shit, drawing and calling other people, you white motherfucker, this, that, the other thing. No mask. Go. Everybody else in here's wearing me. There's black dudes that work there. They're like, yo, dude, I'm wearing a mask and I'm black, so don't start that shit. Next day comes in, white dude comes in. White dude don't want to wear a mask. Same thing. Same bullshit. Takes all the groceries. Manager tells him, you gotta go. Takes the gotta wear a mask or go. Guy says, I'm not wearing a mask. Takes the fucking groceries, starts smashing them on the floor, walking through the aisles as he's walking out, smashing, taking bottles, gravy and shit, spaghetti sauce. I'm a guinea from New York. I'm one of the ones that call it gravy because that's what my family called it, okay? So we throw the gravy on the floor, Joe Pietaro says gravy too, so. Anyway, so, but this is just a little bit. And it wasn't just black, so simmer down. I'm not telling you. But it's in a ghetto area, and it's fucking, it's a rough neighborhood anyway in New York. And it's black and white. And they're both acting up like fucking clowns in the fucking grocery store. When I gotta wear a mask, you gotta wear a mask. If I gotta wear one, you gotta wear one. You know what I mean? Because I'm negative, bro. I was tested. I'm negative. Even though they treated me like I have corona. Which I did the video on my channel. A lot of you saw, and I'm taking a drink. This is actually Sprite, Diet Sprite in here. I got it in a Diet Coke bottle. See? You hear the fizzing? There's a Diet Sprite. I usually drink Diet root beer, but I didn't feel like putting it in a little bottle. You say, well, could have drank the Diet root beer. Sometimes you drink it out of the big thing. You're right. Alright, I just didn't feel like doing it. I feel like having a little Diet Sprite, break shit up. But, anyway. So, you all saw my video. So, a lot of, I did the video here, and I talked about what they did to me, and how they treated me like I had the coronavirus. And I did the video on my channel, where I talked about the same thing, and I went a little bit more in depth. They had that ventilator. Listen, a ventilator. They had me on a ventilator in the same. There's a guy on fucking on Instagram when I put up the video. Some guy fucking whatever. I don't even know his name, but he's like, on my Instagram channel. Yeah, on my fucking Instagram channel, and you want to berate me? That's like coming in my house, calling me a motherfucker in my house. But you're on my Instagram channel and you're fucking berating me and shit. I had the COVID, whatever virus, and I was in the hospital and there were no patients in there that weren't corona. Well, listen, Momo. They put me in. We all had rooms. That hospital I was in wasn't a big open area with curtains and shit. You actually had little rooms, okay? And in every room was a corona fucking patient. I was in one of the rooms. And I had the fucking tube, a ventilator, down my throat. Okay? One of the side effects of having a ventilator, okay, especially in somebody who can breathe on their own, you could get pneumonia because you can't get the bacteria. It could create bacteria, and you can't get the spit, the spakim down in your throat. You can't get that out, you know. So, you know, it's not good. All right, it's very bad. Especially you don't need a ventilator again. If you went to the doctor and you had a sore throat and he put your arm in a cast, you'd be like, I got a sore throat. I don't need an arm. I cast on my arm. My arm's fine. So, part of the rant here that I really, really want to get into is, this week I want to help you guys because this shit's getting out of control now. Okay? Keep in mind what happened to me, but at the same time forget it because that's not it's not really what my point is today. We've already made the point about what happened to me, okay? And it's not right. And the fact that right now you've lost all your rights, okay? If you or your kid, some of you guys got kids watching this. Imagine one of your kids who are young, or remember when your kid was young. Can you imagine if they had to go to the hospital right now and you can't be there or your wife can't be there and nobody from your family your kid's alone in that hospital? Alone? And you can't look out and say, why are you putting him on this? Or why doesn't he have he needs something to drink? Or, can he get a blanket? He's sitting, I had no blanket. I was laying in my own piss. You understand? I was laying in my own piss. I had no pillow. There was no pillow. Don't cry the blues for me. You know what I'm saying? But those kind of things with little kids, if you imagine that? Well, right now, nobody. If you right there watching this, if you had to go in the hospital right now and you had some sort of major illness, whether it's corona, whether it's you had to fucking get your toe amputated because, I don't know, you got stuck in a doorknob or whatever, there's nobody there. Your wife, your husband, whoever you are, your loved one can't be there to look out for you. Just like if your father or your mother or your grandmother was in the hospital right now, your grandfather, right now. You can't be there. Nobody can be there for him or her. Nobody. They're alone. So they're at the mercy of the hospital. And that's a big problem right now. So that's a big problem. And that's why I want to talk to you about stuff today, okay? Listen to me. Cry. Listen, I feel like my body betrayed me with the cancer. Because, I work out, I eat good, I do the right thing. You get fucking, I have friends that are fucking big and fat and everything like that, and they don't get nothing happen to them. Me, I'm over here working out, doing the right thing, and this shit hits me, the cancer. So I felt like, like I was betrayed. You understand what I'm saying? I felt like I was definitely betrayed by my own body. But you gotta understand something. Listen to me. Sometimes in life, life will throw us a fastball, and then it'll throw us a curveball. And that just throws you off, man. You get that off-speed pitch, or a curveball, or whatever, a sinker, you can't hit it. You get knocked down, bro. Sometimes we get knocked down. Sometimes we can't get up. Sometimes after we get knocked down and we're like, holy fuck, man, I don't think I could get up from this. This is really fucked up. And here comes another fucking curveball and it hits you in the head. And now you're down again. And you say, bro, this can't keep happening. I can't. I can't keep taking hits, man. I can't keep taking hits. I can't keep getting up off the floor. And you almost get like, you almost hit this fucking wall. Or like, you feel like you're desperate now. Like, you know, you just can't make it. But that's when you gotta dig deep down inside. And that's when you gotta say, listen, I have no choice but to make it. You have two choices. You can either quit, which means you're never going to fucking, that's it. It's over. Game over. Or you got to get up. You got to get up, and whatever is going to come at you, if there's going to be more curveballs and they're going to hit you in the head, you're going to have to be man enough to take it. So right now, we're all being hit with curveballs. Every week, new bullshit happens. You're going to have to, my rant here is, I want you guys to stick up for yourselves and fight back. Resist and fight back. Okay? You have to fucking play the game. Okay? If you got to go in and wear a glove or a hat or a fucking mask, you got to do it. That's not what I meant. But you can't let this shit affect you. You must fight back. And you want your freedom and you want your rights, you're going to have to fight for them. Because now we're in a time where the two trains are about to collide. The red and the blue train are going to collide. Okay? And there's a lot of people confused. I don't know what to do. What do I do? You gotta fight. You gotta fight for what you believe in. You've gotta stick up for yourself. Nobody's gonna stick up for you. It's your life. It's your life. Nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna live it for you. If you go right now in the hospital, you can't even get a loved one to look out for you. You can't do anything but fix shit yourself. Okay? If I didn't snap those cords, and I didn't do it with that intention, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was like Hercules and I stood here and I went, I did it by accident. Okay? Because I gagged. I tested it. And I said, if I have to do this, I said in my mind, if I have to do this, subconsciously I said, and I pray to God, I prayed, and I know some of you that bothers a few of you. You've even written to me, why'd you say that? Whatever. You don't have to believe what I believe. It's okay. It's what makes up a world. Okay? Whatever. Alright? And if you're one of the guys that said to me, well, God never helped me because you didn't ask, well, seek and you shall find. But that's another fucking video. But I prayed to God because I knew that if I had to do something by testing those things, if I had to do something and they weren't going to help me, I knew I was going to wind up snapping those fucking things and just getting those fucking tubes out of me. But I didn't have to even worry about it. All of a sudden I gagged, I sat up and I snapped those fucking tubes. Not tubes. I snapped the restraints. I call them the reins, but the restraints. And then I pulled out the fucking tubes. If I didn't do that, who knows what would have happened to me. Because they weren't going to take them out. Yet I could breathe on my own. They weren't going to take them out. Doctors did not come in my room. They stood at the door. The only ones that came in was a nurse. Nurse Ratchet over there. The Nurse Clump with the humming. Taking my blood pressure. I'm like, holy shit. But the thing is that if I didn't do that, if I didn't take charge, and I did it all in one shot, okay? I started gagging, it made me sit up, that's when I broke the fucking restraints, and then I knew okay, the restraints are off, that's when I said, fuck this, and I'm pulling out the tubes, and I told him, you take this tube out of my dick, or I'm fucking taking it out too, and I'll take that fucker out too, but I'm not stupid, I ain't pulling it out, this fucking piece really got done it, but, So, the point I'm trying to make is you've got to fucking take charge. It's your life. Okay? What's going on today is absurd. It's wrong. We've been fucking, like 9/11. We caught a sucker punch and now we're all down like this. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. Except for Fauci, who said in 2017, this president will come down with a pandemic. Dude, that fucking guy, forget about him. He's a fucking momo. And Trump knows that now, though. You know what I mean? That's a Democratic plant. He's a momo. But anyway, I ain't listening to that fucking guy. There's a guy, I posted even a thing on my Facebook, my friends and family Facebook, okay? So it's not the Gregg Valentino one. I have a different name. But that one, I posted a video on there where it showed Fauci in March 8th to be exact, where he came out and said, listen, we don't need masks. That's like overreacting. What, masks? What for? That's ridiculous. What, a little piece of spit's going to get at you? So come on. That's what he said. Watch it. Google it. You'll see. 2 weeks later, we're saying we can never shake hands again. We can never do this. Come on, give me a break. Listen to me. We were hit with like 9/11. We didn't expect it. We sat back. We got hit with a right hook, okay? And the Democrats are taking advantage of it. They love it. Stay home. Don't do a fucking thing. Just stay. We'll take care of that. They're like this. Don't fall for that shit, okay? Open your mouth. Say what you need to say. Stick up for yourself. It's your life. Live your life. Don't let anybody control your life. Okay? Again, right now we got to play the game. We got to wear the mask. In some cases, wear the mask and the gloves. In some places. But at least the mask. You got to wear the mask. Okay? You got to do it. Taking off the mask and saying to a cop, I'm not putting it on, you're going to arrest me. Dude, you're being a fucking momo. Okay? Yes, they're momos, but you're being a momo. Not all cops. First of all, the cops don't want to do that shit. Alright? Believe me. They're stuck. They're caught between a rock and a hard place. And I don't expect any cop to lose his fucking job because you don't want to wear your mask and he's going to, well, okay, I'm going to let you go with it. Right now, you play the game. That's not what I meant. Okay? What I mean is you voice your opinion in society. Telling some cop is not going to accomplish anything. You got to voice your opinion to the powers up above. First of all, through voting, okay, to petitions and all the other stuff. And if you have a chance to stand outside town hall, you stand outside town hall. If you got to wear a mask, you wear a mask, but you make your voice. You don't. If you got to go to the hospital, or somebody goes to the hospital, you got to tell them, listen, I don't care, I'll sign a consent, I got to be there, I got to help them, or they got to help me, I want my wife there, I want my kids going in there, fuck you, you're not going to keep me away from here. Because the one thing they couldn't do, I got to take a sip, excuse me, it's throat. The one thing they couldn't do to me, hold me against my will. No hospital, unless you're under arrest and you were brought to the hospital by the police, which, shouldn't happen, okay? But unless you're under arrest, you're on your own. You can fucking get out of I got out of the ICU. Now, if you have corona and you say, I want to go home, they'll probably let you home. I mean, they can't hold you against your will. Okay? So I want you all to know that. That's important. They can't hold you against your will. Now, if you need to be in a hospital, that's one thing. I had the massive bleeding and all that stuff, but that was fixed. That was done. I wasn't bleeding. I actually felt okay. I felt fine. I had tubes down my throat. I wanted those tubes out. They should have took them out. I took them out myself. I took matters into my own hand. Bro, the reason why I never drank or never smoked was A, because I idolized my father. Okay, he didn't drink or smoke. And B, I used to work in a bar and see guys get knocked out. I've told you this story before. I knew that if they weren't drunk, they'd knock out whoever fucking, Which meant you lose control. And that's the real reason. I like to be in control. I see people get drinking a lot and they get fucking sick at throwing up and shit. And I never found that to be sexy or fun. You know what I mean? And the other thing is I just don't like to lose control. I'm always in control. I don't like mind drugs and shit that control you. I don't like that. I don't know anybody parties with Oxycontins or any of that shit or opiates. That shit makes you chagad. I don't want to be chagad. I gotta always be, you know what I mean? I have trouble sleeping at night because I can't fucking turn the cabeza off. Okay? It's the truth. Can't turn the brain off. But the point I'm trying to make is you need to stay in control. You need to control your life. And you can't be sweating things that you have no control over, though. If the store says you gotta wear the gloves and a mask, or just a mask, you gotta wear the mask. Stop being an asshole. Okay? You're being an asshole. Everybody else has got to do it, but you don't have to do it. Come on. Do what you get. In that case, you got to play the game. Okay? What I mean is take control of your life. It's your life. That's not your life. You know, that's not something that's like, you know, over things you can't control, you're banging your head, you get stupid, all you can do is get a sore head, and the situation's the same. I don't know. Am I making sense to you guys? I hope you understand where I'm coming from. You know, I know that right now, some of you are having a hard time. I mean, you're you're at the end of your rope. You feel like you're hanging off a cliff, you know, by a branch. You can either quit, but go like this and fall into the abyss, which means you're done. Or you could pull yourself up 1 inch at a time. 1 inch at a time. But eventually, those inches will add up and you'll be off that cliff. You gotta be your own hero. Nobody is gonna come save you. I'm just letting you know that. Nobody is gonna come save you. You're stuck. You're stuck on that cliff. You gotta get off. This whole situation is not good, but it's going to pass. It's not going to stay like this. I can guarantee you that for a fact. People are already starting to get sick and tired, and people band together, and that's how you can control things. Okay, you go where the people that feel like you feel go. Okay, you. In other words, look, don't play stupid. You know what I'm talking about. If you're red, you go where the red go. You're blue, you go where the blue go. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, you know, I'm red, bro. I'm red all the way, bro. Ain't no blue in this at all. And, you know, my girlfriend's Mexican. She's red as a motherfucker, you know. All that fucking bullshit you've been fed, you know, it's all bullshit. So, you got to take control of your life. And believe in yourself. And you can't let these things let you down. Now, I don't know what killed that bodybuilder. I know that he just, the Luke Sandow, or whatever his name is, the one that, you know, committed suicide. That's a sad, sad thing. Now, I don't know if it has anything to do with this, you know, not working out shit or any of that stuff. I heard he had demons. You know, I know guys that know him. I never met him. That I know of. I met a lot of the guys. They met me years ago when they were just starting out. You know, they maybe met me at expos or somewhere. I don't know. To my knowledge, I never met the guy. You know, but I've seen interviews and everything. He seems like seemed like a good guy. But we can't have that, bro. That's not an option. That should never have been on the table for him. Now, if his friends knew that he was fucked up, then somebody should have done something. Because when I can't tell you how many of my friends I've walked off the edge of the cliff. I have one friend I talked on the phone 6 to 8 hours. I don't even remember how long. It was a long time, bro. It's a long phone call. You know what I mean? And he's here today because of me. I'm just saying. You can't let this stuff get to you like that. We gotta get through this time. We'll get through it. It's just like, dude, I remember people crying and freaking out. Dude, they hit the Twin Towers, then they're hitting this, and the fucking plane crashed in the field, and they hit the Pentagon, and oh my God, then they wanted to hit the New York subway, and they stopped at the bomber in Times Square, then they got the Unabomber over here. You know, you don't know. After a while, you don't know what you feel like. You're getting it from every angle. Okay. It will pass. This will pass. Okay? If you lost your size from not working out, and you think, dude, I'm fucked, I haven't benched and fuck it, you get it back, bro. You get it back. It's more important you worry about your life. Because the one thing I can tell you, the one thing, is we got to make sure this never happens again. Not just the virus and stuff coming on, but you can never have a big shutdown like this again. I think Trump learned a huge lesson listening to those Democratic cocksuckers in his ear. The Fauci and all that shit. Yeah, shut down. Make my 2017 prediction. Make it happen. So, anyway. God bless that kid, Luke Sandow. I feel bad for him. 30 years old, man. He got kids and shit. Not good. Not good at all. If any of you guys have any problems, or feel depressed, or any of that shit, I want you to put it down here. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, let's talk about it, because we all got to pull together to help each other. That's how you're going to get out of this. That's how you're going to get out of all this. Okay, and that's actually how you control your own life, because we're stronger together than we are separate. I can tell you that now, you know. Band of brothers, bro. That's the way it has to be, okay? So listen to me. I'm going to end this week, because otherwise I'm repeating the shit out of myself. And, I really am concerned about you guys, okay? I really am. I want to make sure that all you guys are good, and that you realize what's going on, and that you got to take things in your own hands. You got to play the game, or you're going to get fucked. But you got to control, okay, your own destiny. You got to control it. Alright? You got to control it, because nobody's going to come help you if you're fucked. Nobody. Alright, so now, let me wind up this week. I said it before, I'll say it again. If you guys have any problems, please put it down here. Alright? We want to help you. I really want to help you. If you feel you can't take it anymore, you can't make it, you're on the edge of your rope. Okay, you're hanging off that cliff, and you're thinking, dude, I can't. I don't even have the power to pull myself up. I don't have the strength to even pull an inch, Greg. Then pull a fucking half inch. Talk to me. Talk to us. Let's get this going. Okay? Put it down here. I'll do the best I can help you. We don't want that for you. Okay? I want all of you guys. Any of you people, this is a tough time right now. There's people killing themselves. I don't want to hear any more of that shit. All right? Let's talk about stuff. But again, this is gonna pass. You're gonna be all right. I'm telling you, you're gonna be all right. Listen, I was scared shit when I was in the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. I'm no fucking hero. I'm my own hero because of what I did, and I'm grateful. Because I believe I did it, like I said, I pray to God, man. I don't know what you believe, but I believe, okay? But I was scared, man. I started to feel like I'm not gonna make it, and I was losing control. They controlled me. They had me tied, man. My hands were tied to a fucking bed, dude. The restraints, and I had tubes down my throat. And I was paralyzed before that, which never should have happened. It should keep you knocked out. So, I was scared, okay? But I turned that fear into my power, into my go-go juice, Because when I coughed and I choked and I fucking sat up, I snapped those fucking reins and I pulled it out. And that's when I realized, that's when the surge came in me, and I realized I pulled that shit out and I threw it on the floor. And it's dangerous to pull those tubes out. I know about that. I'm not stupid. So some of you guys maybe are doctors and nurses, whatever. I know what I did. I know it was, but I had to make that decision. Okay? Because as soon as I sat up and I snapped those reins, I said, oh shit. And the tubes are in my throat. I could. It would have been if I would have waited any amount of seconds, they would have jumped on me and held me down, and they would have retied me down, and this time they would have made it probably so I couldn't move at all. All right, and I still have those tubes down my throat. Meanwhile, I could breathe. So I made a decision. Alright? But I was scared. But I used fear as my go-go juice to get it done. And that's how and by the end, I knew that I was in control. And that's when I said, hey, listen, I want out of here. I'm leaving. And even though the doctors finally, because they didn't come in my room when they thought I had the corona, the thing in my throat and everything. And now they come into my room trying to talk me out of it, tell me, well, your benefits ain't going to pay for this. I said, I don't give a shit. I got a friend that's a millionaire. He'll pay for it. He'll help me. I don't give a shit. I don't want out of here. No matter what you said to me, you're not going to fucking talk me out of leaving. I told him, you're not going to talk me out of leaving. I'm leaving. I don't want to be here. I took control. Okay? I took control. Yes, I wear a mask when I go to the store, because that's what you got to do. Okay? That's a different story. But when it's your life is in a balance, take control. Alright, guys. I'll shut the fuck up. I got some mother-in-law shit I'm going to be throwing on my channel. And I'm going to be doing more better shit here. Alright? But I figured this is a very important time, so I got to get this point across. Alright? So be good to your girl. Be good to your significant other. Pay your child support. Be good to your kids. Be good to yourself. Give yourself a break. Make peace with yourself. I always tell you that. Make peace with yourself. Give yourself a break. Alright? Stop being so fucking hard on yourself. Having a hard time, put it down here. We'll help you. I'll answer any questions you got. Alright? And don't forget, like I said before, the Game Face. I gotta do the Game Face thing because that's our sponsor. And because I do take it right there, Game Face. It's the best. Dude, I'm not just saying it. Google the ingredients. Google the Game Face. If it's not, though, I'll tell them to give you it for free. Okay? But this shit is the best, most potent fucking, and it's half the price of all the others. Game Face. My boys did a good job with this shit, man, because I love it. I just gave it to a female bodybuilder today. Smart drugs work. They're the future. This is the future of supplements, is smart drugs. I'm telling you, nootropics. Fucking nootropics. That the one thing that Dave Palumbo, it gets his dick hard. Nootropics. He'll tell you right here, Game Face. You go to Game Face Supplements. I always forget that. GameFaceSupplements.com. Okay? And there's no promo code ass shit. Don't tell me. Don't even mention my name. Alright? I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be old school training for chaos nutrition. Alright. Sorry for the long rant. Sorry if I'm off today because the throat is really shot. But you know what I'm going to tell you. Take your own life in your own hands. Hold it. It's your life. Your life is your life. Nobody's going to fucking save you. So you know what the bottom line, you know what I'm going to tell you. Stop fucking around. Control your own shit. I love you guys.